when we decided to do this FallenHeroes EP, it wasn't done off. It was done off the cuff, but it wasn't planned. It wasn't, after we released our first record, it wasn't let's release a covers EP or record in between our second record. That was never the plan. And then Lemmy passed away, David Bowie passed away, and Glenn Frey passed away, and we got pissed. We got upset. We got angry just because our heroes were leaving us. The people that inspired us to pick up instruments and to write music are no longer with us. And that's where this came from. Glenn Frey passed away on a Tuesday, I believe. The next day I called up Portnoy. It was a Wednesday. And I was like, dude, I think we should do some kind of tribute, memorial, something. Let's cover a Bowie tune, a Motorhead tune, and an Eagles song. And by the luck of God, he's like, dude, my drums are set up in Manhattan right now. I'm in the middle of doing a session. They're set, they're ready, they're mic'd, they're ready to go. I could probably get the studio this weekend. And that next day, we were in the studio tracking his drums, and the day after that, we tracked guitars and bass, and we were done. With Bowie, Mike Portnoy and Mark Osegueda, huge Bowie fans, and Alex too. I had no input with David Bowie's song. We found out about David Bowie's passing when we were playing the Regency Ballroom in San Francisco. We were on stage. I remember we were playing Heaven and Hell. Mark and I walked off stage after that song feeling good. We just slayed the crowd. And Dave Ellison comes over to both of us. He's like, dude, Bowie just passed away. And it was like, and on my birthday, no less. And it was awful. It was awful. And Mark broke down. He just kind of went into, we're in the middle of a show. He broke that. He lost it. Mark Osegueda, he was the choice. There was no other person in mind. There was, we experienced David Bowie's passing with Mark on stage after a song. So Mark was the guy. Let's talk about Motorhead for a minute. We didn't want to do songs that people would particularly know, or a lot of bands covered those songs. We were coming off our January tour. We just played the day of Lemmy's memorial services and funeral in LA at the Whiskey. And we had Iron Fist in our set list as a tribute to him. And Troy was out with us. And every night we would play that song, Troy would just fucking kill it. So with Motorhead, there was no selection. Iron Fist was the tune. Troy was the guy again, because we just came off tour with him. It was that same tour where we found out about Bowie's passing, where we played Lemmy's funeral. So on a Saturday, we played the Whiskey in LA for Lemmy's funeral memorial services, where they shut down Sunset Boulevard. Everyone in the world is in attendance on Saturday night, where Troy came off stage. We all came off stage just amped up, so proud and happy, and hoping that Lemmy was proud for what we did for him. The next day is when David Bowie passed away. So on one day we're playing Lemmy's funeral. The next day David Bowie passed away. So it was really heavy. So we had our singers right then and there. Troy with Lemmy, and watching a whole different side of Mark that I've never seen before. Just a person just a wreck over a passing of one of our idols. So Mark was no question. But with Life in a Fast Lane, that was a tricky one. I'm the Eagles freak in the bunch, and Glenn Frey for me is I idolize that man. It wasn't so much about music. It wasn't so much about playing. It was about songwriting. It was about crafting a song, not for the heaviness sake, not for commercial sake, but lyrically. And I felt that the lyrics I had inside of me connected with the lyrics they had inside of them. And if you listen to a lot of early Eagles songs, it's about fucked up shit, for lack of a better term. We originally had Witchy Woman planned to do it. We have a demo of it where it's just very Slayer-esque. And then thinking about Life in the Fast Lane, it was, I kept coming into my mind Glenn Frey talking about that song. He was in a car with a drug dealer, and we're living life in the fast lane. And I was like, that's the song. Who would sing it was the $1 million question. We handed off that track to two different singers, and they weren't feeling it, we weren't feeling it. And it was just, we had this whole different mindset to this song, and I could be the mad scientist behind it, where I guess I wasn't happy, just because I'm the Eagles freak out of the bunch, and we had a suggestion. Alex suggested Alissa from Arch Enemy, and we gave it a shot, just like the previous singers, and she fucking killed it. I was blown away. I actually, hair on my arms raising, chills, like, whoa, whole new spin to this song, and that's how she came about.